Welcome back, everybody. My name's Nicholas, and this is Investing Against the Grain. In today's episode, we have a lot of exciting and breaking news. But first, before we get into it, I want to give a big shout out to all of our supporters from Norway. Thank you so much for all the love and support. You guys have overwhelmed us with views, likes, subscribes, everything. So shout out to all of you guys. But if I'm being honest, I have to admit, my favorite Norwegian is my fiance, who helps us out behind the scenes of this channel. So thank you to her. Before we just jump into the content today, we are striving to get to 50 subscribers by the end of July. As of this recording, we're sitting at 48 subscribers. We are 2 away from hitting our goal. So please, if you enjoy this type of content, help us out by hitting our goal to get to 50 by hitting the like and subscribe button below. All right, let's not waste any more time and let's get into it. Early this morning at 4 a.m., the June numbers for made in China Tesla vehicles was released. So let's go ahead and take a look into those. Here we can see this is an article from Inside EVs, and the headline here is China, Tesla doubled made in China sales in June 2021. So that headline is effectively relating to year-over-year progress. If we scroll down here, we can see over 33,000 Model 3 and Ys were sold in China or exported. So again, that's both China sold domestically and exported together. Scrolling down a little bit here, we can see a chart. You can see that in the blue, we have what the numbers were in 2020, and in red, we have 2021 numbers. So pretty good consistency. We can see that, the 2021 numbers, we're not hitting record highs right now, but we're right up there. It's a very small delta between this month and last month, and then of course the all-time high for made in China was in March. So if we scroll down a little more, we can see the breakdown for our domestic sales versus exported, and here are the domestic sales: 28,138, and exported was 5,017. If we scroll down further, we can see the same chart from a made in China Tesla Model 3 and Y. Scroll down more, you get to see the Model 3 sales specifically, and those had a nice run here. We can see that year over year, it improved by 10% to a total of 16,515. So an additional 5,000 units were exported for a total of 21,000. So they made a total of 21,532 Model 3s, and they had 16,000 domestic and exported about 5,000. And then of course, if we scroll down even further, we can see the same thing for Model Y. So Model Y, keep in mind, it's still ramping. So, these numbers are a little depressed from what they will be long term, but we can expect those to continue to ramp up over time. So let's go ahead and take a look at my chart and my numbers and see how things stack up. So here we can see, let me zoom in on this a little bit. We can see the made in China numbers from March 2020 all the way to this current June 2021, which we have here highlighted in this red box. Now, exported, we had about 5,000. As we mentioned before, domestic sales were about 28,000, and that was a split of 16,515 and about 11,600. Now, that headline, as far as Tesla China sales doubled, that's referring to right here. We can see June 2020, we see 14,954, and then in June 2021, we see 28,000, so roughly in the double. So this is excellent news on many fronts. First of all, keep in mind, recently we've had a lot of bad press, bad news, some FUD with regards to Tesla in China. We've had the stories about brake failures. We've heard about depressed sales. We've heard about all of the rumors and the lack of interest in Tesla in China. These numbers pretty much refute all of that, in my opinion. We can see here that we just had the second best month ever in China for sales, 28,000. Only to be surpassed by March of 2021. So all of the drama, all of the the rumors, the FUD, the bad press happened in this time span right here from April to May. So, the fact that June could have such a strong domestic sales, I think is a very encouraging sign. I still think it's something we need to watch moving forward, but we couldn't really ask for too much more with this. Now that we've had a chance to look at what Tesla numbers were for June of 2021, let's just take a look at the overall China market when it comes to EV sales, as I think this is a very important thing to keep track of, not just so much for Tesla. Again, the impetus of this channel is about investments, about long-term growth, exponential type growth, but there is a bigger, a bigger, ethos with this entire channel. And, this is the whole mission of Tesla, is to accelerate the advent or accelerate the change to renewable energy. So I think it, behooves us to take a look at how China is doing as a whole when it comes to electric vehicles. So if we come over here, we can see that, overall EV sales rose 175% versus the year earlier. So from a China perspective, this is excellent. From a environmental perspective, this is what we want to see, and it's evident that China is taking this serious, and they are, besides countries like Norway, they're right there, leading the way to this revolution when it comes to electric vehicles. If we look down here, some of the main domestic competitors to Tesla, we have NIO. NIO delivered 8,800 vehicles in June. So strong quarter for them, especially compared to May. If we look at Xpeng, we can see they delivered 6,500 vehicles. Again, a strong quarter for them. And then Li Auto delivered 7,700. So, across the board for the domestic Chinese players, they all had solid Junes and solid quarters really holistically. But as we can tell with Tesla selling, 28,000 vehicles domestically, Tesla is still by far the leader in China when it comes to electric vehicles. So we'll leave it there with regards to the numbers for China. Okay, so now for the really exciting news. I mean, June numbers were pretty exciting. It was great to see that Tesla is still, holding a strong lead within China and still a very healthy market for them. But there's even more exciting news. And this has to do with full self-driving beta version 9. Elon tweeted last night about when it will be released and the exact date and what time the release will happen. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So we start off with Tesla owners of Silicon Valley talking about their excitement for version 9 of the full self-driving based off vision. And then Elon Musk subtly mentions releasing beta version 9 end of week. From there, Holmar's catalog goes to confirm whether it's this week or next week, and Elon says Saturday. In other words, when you're watching this video, it means tomorrow it will be released. If we scroll down here, we can see that Elon goes ahead to mention that improved full self-driving screen, attempting to show the mind of the car. So if I scroll down a little more, we can see people are asking what's the ETA of full self-driving beta download button for the general public. So this essentially tells us that this release is only going to happen to the 2,000 beta testers. And Elon replies saying, depends on how the limited beta goes. If it goes well, maybe a month or so. So I know for a lot of people, it's like, oh, again, this game of a month, 2 weeks. But this process with the beta testing, the 2,000 individuals who are helping to iterate on the software is needed. This is very important. So let's not, get distracted by, these little small disruptions into what we want, and let's think about the bigger picture. Okay, the version 9 is being released. We're going to be able to see all of the videos from the beta testers and see where we really are. Okay, Elon's been talking about this for so long. This is supposed to be the step change, the next level of a full self-driving beta. Now, if we go back and we scroll up a little more, Elon does call out here when it'll actually be released. So he says beta 9 will start uploading at midnight California time on Friday. Bear in mind, it is still just a beta. So a few things. By the time you're watching this, you're essentially 12 hours away from this beta being released. That's exciting. That's more than exciting. Okay, that means that by Saturday, Sunday, we might be seeing YouTube videos of these beta testers, and we can see what the actual progress has been. We can see what that next level step change is with the software. I also, major kudos to Elon. As much flack as he gets, as much FUD gets spread about him using individuals as guinea pigs, once again, he is highlighting it is still just beta. If there's one thing anyone should know about Elon and Tesla, what they care the most about is safety for individuals and trying to reduce crash and fatalities with automobiles. So, I love that he put this in here because once again, it's him just iterating on top of every other time he has that this is beta. You still need to be attentive, right? It's not a fully developed autonomous vehicle yet, right? We're still iterating. It's not perfect yet, but it's getting there. It's getting really close. So I want to scroll up a little more. There's a couple other things that were interesting. Holmars sends a tweet to Elon saying Tesla is an AI company that makes robots. Couldn't agree more with that. And, frankly, that's actually using Elon's own words. Elon's response, and also accelerate sustainable energy, which, that is the whole mission of Tesla, is to, accelerate the advent and, get us to a more sustainable world so that, essentially we don't wipe ourselves out. So if I keep scrolling up here, there's one other thing that I thought was pretty interesting from Elon. Here it is. So it's nice to see Elon, kind of call himself out. We can see here, Holmars says, so basically around a month or so, we're hopefully going to get version 11 with a full self-driving public beta, the button. And Elon replies, I can sometimes be optimistic about schedules. He confirms yes to the month to Holmar's catalog, but Elon says, hey, I can be sometimes optimistic. I'm human. I'd rather be optimistic about my timelines. I'd rather, put competitive and, maybe slightly unrealistic schedules on the team. But, that's what we should all strive for in reality. If you think back to school, you strive to get that 100%. And if you fall short and you get a 95 or a 98, that's still excellent. So, sometimes we should kind of cut him a little break, in my opinion. The man's juggling a lot of stuff. Tesla's juggling a lot of things. They don't want to release anything. They want to make sure that it's a product that's going to, stand the test of time. And it's going to be something that is solid and, really does what it needs to do as far as keeping us safe and delivering on its promises. So we will leave it there for today. Cheers to the Tesla team. Cheers to, amazing June numbers. Cheers to getting the full self-driving Beta 9 coming out, by the time you're watching this in just a few hours. Very exciting time to be alive. Very exciting time for Tesla and all of us who are sitting here watching and, just feeling like we're a little part of, what's actually happening. Once again, we are trying to get to 50 subscribers. We're only 2 away from our July goal. So please help us out. If you enjoy this content, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.